Welcome back. Today I'll be the judge and I'm looking forward to this performance.
And our winners for the 2024 DCI season is the Bluecoats with Change is Everything. Now you know what I would like for you to change? I bet you could already tell what I'm gonna say. That subscription status. If you're not already subscribed and this is not your first video, I'll give you a moment. Go ahead and hit that subscription button, that subscribe button. If this is your first video, welcome. I hope you enjoyed this reaction and commentary. So speaking of, the first watch through will be reaction based or more reaction like, and then the second time I go through will be more commentary. So those timestamps will be down in the description below. Always check out all the links down there and even check out the community tab as you peruse YouTube just to see any polls or any updates I may decide to post for votes and stuff like that. So with that being said, I'm gonna start with reading the summary for Changes Everything. So I guess it's not a true reaction because we're kind of getting some background information, but it starts with, only entropy comes easy.
Wood turns to sawdust. Ice melts. Your coffee gets cold. A star explodes into supernova and then collapses into a black hole. Accelerating rhythm becomes tone and creates harmony before descending into a cacophony. I really love when groups take concepts and relate it to the band world. I think I keep mentioning, I don't know where I mentioned this before, but the cadets from last year had the Atlas Rising and how they kind of related it to the journey of marching band and how it begins, like band camp, and throughout the season, how things transform. I love when they do that. So the fact that we're already talking about accelerating rhythm becomes tone and creates harmony before descending into cacophony, whatever cacophony means, sound or something. Anyways, entropy, I like that. Entropy is the arrow of time, moving us relentlessly from order to disorder. How do we create human movements even as everything devolves around us? 1. We search for shapes and patterns, arranging moments of sonorous melody before noise takes over. 2. Brick by brick, we build and rebuild, even when we know every solid structure will eventually melt away. Number 3. Ordering and reordering our thoughts, we drift through a sea of emotional disarray, seeking to understand our existence when change is the only certainty. Can we find a way to create meaning in the beautiful mess of our own lived experience?
The forward progress of time is measured in seconds, but it is the moments we create in time that measures our humanity. We are nothing but matter, but in this moment we matter. That's a little corny, but I'll take it. This moment changes everything. Change is everything. Okay. Now, forgive me if I forget everything I just read when I start watching this. So I also want to talk about entropy scientifically, since it is like chemistry related, and I'll just give you a brief definition. So here we go. Reaction. Bluecoats changes everything. Can you hear it?
Performing their 2024 program, Change is Everything. Drum Corps International is proud to present the Bluecoats.
I think things are heating up. Y'all remember we read brick by brick? We build things up just for them to know that one day crumble. I think it's cool that as they're coming out of the flag, the platform is falling apart. How things are happening at once, all at the same time. I like the separation here. Nice. First, I'm gonna say if you have not watched any Winter Guard shows, Stoneman Douglas did their show called Sound, and they had a silent flag feature, and it was awesome. So I encourage you to go watch that. This just kind of felt like the winds of change. I think that's what they were trying to represent. How it kind of comes in silently. You can't see it happening, but you feel it happening. Okay, so the platform's also separated yet again to create more disorder. To me, Yeah, okay. So when the guard, I think the guard or whoever was doing this kind of motion, and I was thinking it was kind of like more like the way the water flows, and how this section, even though the props are kind of still like dividing and changing and whatever and making more mess, it was a calm, serene feeling. I guess so, depending on how you want to look at it. Change can be calm if you decide to go with the flow. What's happening? Change can be calm if you allow it to be. That's what I'm gonna say there. I'm gonna take this time to appreciate the difficulty of this music. To cleanly represent organized chaos is only something the best of the best can do. Come on, guard and band, everybody. This is nice. interesting.
The Bluecoats.
I don't know if I like that ending. Who is this man? Alright. It's okay. What I'm gonna say is musically phenomenal. I think the difficulty of these pieces, they nailed it. I like the use of one prop becoming 50,000 props all over the field. So I think that was well balanced. Am I gonna say this wouldn't be a favorite of mine? I will say that. I'm not sure who's my favorite right now. I'm gonna give it another watch, of course, because that's what I said I'm gonna do, and that's what we're doing, so I can look a little bit more at visually and all the things that was mentioned in the summary. Let's go back to the summary just briefly. I think I'm left wanting one thing more. Let's take a look as we search for shapes and patterns, arranging moments of sonorous melody before noise takes over. I think musically, like I said, they represented that well. Even how things, it feels like multiple things are happening at once, with the building, the representing like we're building something, but something's also falling away at the same time. I think I kind of saw that. Ordering and reordering our thoughts, we drift through a sea of emotional disarray. Okay, that's what they were trying to describe, emotional disarray. Seeks to understand our existence when change is the only certainty. Can we find a way to create meaning in the beautiful mess? Do I feel like they created meaning? Possibly. Let's go back and watch. The forward progress of time is measured in seconds, but the moments we create in that time, that measure, it's the moments we create in time that measures our humanity. It's the moments we create that measures our humanity. But no matter, I'm getting all tongue tied at this point. Okay, let's reread. From order to disorder, and it's about the moments that are created. Order to disorder, and it's about the moments that are created. Even like when they had the pauses, like let's pause and take in this moment because things can change any moment. Fair. Let's back it up. If that's where you're going to end this video, thank you for watching. Leave it in the comment section about you know what you saw and what I said so far, but I encourage you to stick around. If this is where you're starting the video, welcome. Hope you enjoy this commentary. Subscribe if you are new, subscribe if you're not new, because we're trying to change that subscribe button from not subscribed to subscribed. My analytics better improve. Anyway, I'm not threatening y'all, I promise, but change is everything. Now let's not change in the wrong direction though. I pray that won't happen. Anyway, here we go. I even like how in the beginning they're doing like their warm-up sounds and doing their practice tosses. You know, I don't know if that's on purpose, but it seems to fit the theme. Hopefully y'all can hear this. It's quite a low recording, not directly from flow marching, so I apologize. Not really though, I don't apologize like that, but if you want to see the original, go find the original. All right. Let's talk about it.
Performing their 2024 program, Change is Everything. Drum Corps National.
Why this yellow?
The Bluecoats.
I love that. I will say I don't like this yellow. That's just me nitpicking. I don't know why. I don't think I like the yellow-red combination. They do stand out though. I think these are represent like the moments that you're never going to forget. Even if things may change, it was like a powerful moment in your life. So obviously this is the transformation from things being fairly ordered to disorder, aka entropy. Are we musically saying things are going to go from more cohesive, is not the word, more unified, and then as we get further along, the parts start splitting and all these crazy runs and rhythms and stuff? I'll probably forget to listen for that, but you just let me know if that happens. What does that move? Like a snake? Snake? An alligator? I really like this moment because while they're separate, they're still kind of doing the same thing, just one's after the other, and it's like not total chaos, just slightly different. Like I'm not on one, I'm on the 3 count, not the 1 count, whatever. So these little break-offs, you know, one path can be slightly different, or you can break off and totally be completely different. I don't know. How drastic is the change? That would have been more impactful to me if it would have lasted like 16 more counts. Or it would have even been more impressive if there was tempo change through that, like at the last. If they added 16 more counts, have a challenge, like a tempo change, to where everybody gotta be locked in for real. It's not that hard to stay together for 1/16 of silent counts. At least it shouldn't be. So while that was cool and I understand what it was representing, I think they could have, you know, soaked that in a little bit longer. Now, what is this musical piece called? I hear it a lot. I think it's really beautiful. That always sounds like a dawn of a new day. Does everybody have a zip down? Their zipper down a little bit to show a little bit of the... Okay. So if they have the yellow underneath, and the guard is already yellow. What are we saying? Because now I want to start saying things like the core of who we are. Is his unzipped a little bit? I can't tell. Is we're all humans. Then we read something about humanity. How do we create human moments even as everything devolves around us? This is somewhat random, but I feel like I'm not getting front ensemble features. Like, I don't think they pan to the front ensemble at all. Unless I just forgot, you know, I don't be paying attention that good. But you do hear them if you hone in. You do hear them doing pretty intricate stuff in all those runs, kind of making it feel like under the surface, whether you see it or not, things are always happening and changing, even like cellularly. So where's our awareness from moment to moment? Are we aware of all the things that are happening and changing and transforming? Do we notice when life is speeding up and slowing down? Do we even notice the emotions? Like, sometimes we may feel, oh, this is getting kind of deep for me, but I feel like sometimes our body and our subconscious knows when things are changing before we do. And that may represent in ways like, you know, I can't sleep at night, I got a headache, and you're like, what's going on here? Maybe things are changing, even with nature. At this moment, it's a subtle change, but it was doggone about 99 degrees 2 weeks ago, and now it's in the mid 80s. And you notice a slight cool breeze. But some people don't notice at all. Some people are just like, oh, it's still hot. How aware are we with the subtle changes? Of course, we're all aware of the big changes, like when things pause and come to a crashing halt. And that all stemmed from talking about the front ensemble doing all these things that aren't really being showcased, but are still happening. Like, we don't notice that it's turning fall until all the leaves come off the trees, but you should have been noticing the color, the leaves starting to change color all along. I don't know. Like, of course, we notice when things sound this messy and this crazy, but then we notice the intricacies when it was in the beginning and things were still kind of tamed. I'm rambling, hush. Because literally everything is always changing. Now, looking at these color guard flags, I mean, looks pretty abstract. This ending is what does it for me. Or like justifies the first place. Not saying they're not justified in any other ways, but I enjoyed this last minute or two. Even though I don't enjoy this last second or two. Like, okay. I don't like that end. Maybe just because it's different and not on the normal template. But I hate that I'm not like in love with it. I appreciate musically, visually, drill wise and stuff what's happening and just how difficult it is and what we're saying changes everything. But we can clearly see that with the division of the props and I think maybe if there was more, I feel like this is a complaint with a lot of groups. When you're gonna mention human connection and what makes us human and the moments that make us human, I think I want to see and feel that. Now, of course, you can say, hey, at timestamp such and such, this is when they represented this thing, just to help us all out, you know, put it all together. So I can be like, oh, okay, you're right. Let me give you more props to the Bluecoats. When I put my ranking up about who I like the best, don't be mad if Bluecoats is not number one. How do y'all feel about them being first? I'd be curious. Don't be afraid. I'm not here to judge. I am the judge. I'll be the judge, but I'm not here to judge. I think it's fair for everybody to have their opinions, and I also think it's great that we don't all agree. You know, it doesn't make anybody wrong or right. And I think it'd be good for a change for people like, actually Bluecoats, I don't know about that show. Let's start changing the dynamic about, you know, who these winners are. I feel like I'm rambling a little bit. Let me see. I don't want to disappoint y'all. Accelerating rhythm and tone. Yes, that was definitely there. Moving relentlessly from order to disorder. Did we ever go back and forth from order to disorder, back to order, back to disorder? We possibly did. I may have missed it. I think I just wanted more human moments as everything around us devolves. I don't know. I think I'm not as satisfied, which is why I'm kind of reaching for straws of justification right now. But that's okay. Y'all are going to be giving me some more justification in the comment section and saying why, letting us know why they deserved first place, okay? That is all. I'm gonna leave that right there. Like I said, musically, excellent. Silent flag feature, cool. Wanted it to be longer. Seen it before. Only entropy comes easy. All right, okay, I'm not gonna reach no more. I'm gonna go ahead and hush my mouth before I dig myself a bigger hole because I feel like I might just get flamed down in the comments. So I'm leave it right there. I'm just trying to be honest and real and raw with y'all. So that's why you're here and that's why you're subscribing, right? I'll leave the playlist somewhere around here and I'll leave it right there. Thank y'all so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.